Welcome back in the building. Welcome back in the building, my peeps. Another mock draft. Flawless fantasy football. Flawless fantasy football. Look, I'm going to show you guys how to do this. It's easy. It's easy. Fantasy football is not a science, people. It's not a science. I don't care what they say. When you have 2.5 decades of fantasy wisdom, it's like riding a freaking bike. Without any training wheels. Take note, guys. If this is your first time, press like on the video, comment. I want to hear what you guys got to say. This is a 10-man PPR league, PPR draft. Mock draft from the 9 spot. You see us at Flawless sitting over there at number 9. And we're going to do something a little different here, okay? Not in the first couple rounds. Because, Najee dropped to us here. So we're going to take Najee with confidence. I'm okay with you going Najee or Joe Mixon here. Joe Mixon just had a nice banner year last year. Even though it's still safe. So I'm okay going with either of those guys right there. Najee's second-year player. He's youthful, so I kind of like to ride with the youth. Because everybody's down, on him because of his line and because of the quarterbacks. And it's the same song and dance. It's basically the same reason they were hating on J-Tay last year. Saying that offensive lineman got hurt and the quarterback issue or whatever. Now, granted, Najee is no J-Tay. He doesn't have that breakaway speed like that. But I think he's good to go. He'll be a top 5-6 back regardless. So I'll draft him there, and plus he have the workload. He's good. Can't pick Jonathan Taylor at the 9. So guess what? We go with Najee Harris here. What else we got here? This is 10 teams. This is a live draft. As you can see, it's going kind of slow. But we're back on the clock. Joe Mixon just went. The turn just went Kelsey and Mixon. So we're going to go back to the running backs. And we got DeAndre Swift. I don't like DeAndre Swift. A lot of people do. I'm okay with you going Fournette, Nick Chubb. But this is PPR, so I'm always stick with that. So we got Fournette here. He's only back there. He's trusted. Tom's another year older. Dude's gonna get so many dump downs. It's ridiculous. It should be all him. It should be all him. It will be all him. So Jamar Chase and then Swift got comboed up with it. Swift's fine, but I just rather stay away from it. Just not enough upside there to me. He ended up getting hurt, and then he don't rush a lot because Detroit don't ever have a favorable game plan because they're always down majority of the time. So I just stay away from that. I know people are enamored by DeAndre Swift's receiving work. I'm not so much. Just like Aaron Jones. People have a hard time just letting off and releasing from the years and years of fantasy glory from before. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Aaron Jones going offense at number 10, 9 or 10. That's his ceiling. That's if everything goes great. And I just don't think it will be. He won't play the whole season. Plus he won't get goal lines as much. Dylan's gonna eat into his workload. I'll stay away from that. Not you guys here at Flawless Fantasy Football, not this community. We're not stuck on old names. There's a guy just went Jefferson, Devontae Adams. Okay, yeah, sounds good. But let me tell you something. I'm going to keep reiterating this. Jefferson, last year, what he went? Late second. Jamar Chase went, I'm not sure how it went with PPR. But look at the price you're going to have to pay for these wide receivers now. They have to do what they did last year. And to be honest with you, if you go look at Jamar Chase and you look at outside of Cup and Debo, man, they had some laws in there. And that's just not something that I want my first or second rounder doing. I'm not afraid of going against Justin Jefferson, Devontae Adams, CeeDee Lamb, Mike Evans with the wide receivers I'm going to end up with that are comparable to those. It can actually take a leap over those guys. These guys been in the system a long time. Devontae Adams, Mike Evans. Mike Evans got nicked up in practice, but he came back. He's good to go. He's never going to get like peppered with targets though. But he'll be a touchdown machine. But he'll finish right around where he always finished at, 8, 9, 10, somewhere up in there. But that's okay. We're not sweating that. I'm going to try something different here. What you guys been up to? Look, I'm showing you the recipe. Don't try to get cute. Sure, we saw a banner year from Connor, Zeke. Javonte's dropped to the third, which is good. The lower he dropped, because as long as Melvin Gordon's up, he's not going to be able to return this, getting picked in the third round. It's not going to happen. So, I know a lot of people say, oh, wait on quarterback. Listen, I'm telling you, there are so many misses in this second round. Hell, it could be Fournette. Doubt it. You know what I'm saying? But Andrew Swift, there's so many misses. Tyreek Hill here. He didn't finish as top 6 wide receiver last year. I don't believe he did. But he finished as a wide receiver 1. Low-end wide receiver 1. But look, middle to low end. But look where he is in a different situation now. He's at Miami with Tua throwing on the rock. Waddle. Debo is not going to have the year that he had last year. Trey Lance is at the helm. Debo's not even in game shape right now. He's not even beating cornerbacks like he would normally do. All right, so Chubb finally went. That was actually good. Good price for Chubb in the third round. Getting Cup and Diggs with him. That's not too shabby. I'd like to see what the rest of his draft looks like. But Trey Lance is going to be throwing that rock around. He's going to throw it to the tight end. He's going to be throwing to Ayuk. It's not going to be the same. He's going to be running. Debo's not going to have the same type of play as last year. All right, let's see what's going on here. Now, I'm going to teach you guys something a lot of people ain't going to teach you, like I did last time. I'm on the left-hand side here. See my arrow. Garbage time goose. Who you got? You got 6 seconds, man. Pick somebody. It ain't that serious. Did you time out or you had somebody queued? T. Higgins. All right. Okay, check it. We don't have Josh Allen still on the board. We're going to draft him. Now, let me tell you something. Out of all those misses in the second and third round, let me ask you a question. Is Josh Allen a miss? No, he's not a miss. He's not a miss. He's the number 1 quarterback, and he will be that. I'm going to teach you something here. I'm off to the left. See number 15, Deontay Johnson? Scroll down. Use that scroll down button. Don't pick these scrubs, these fly-by-nights like Terry McLaurin, Court Sutton. Pick Mike Evans. I'm not afraid to pick. The dude was the number 9 wide receiver last year. Number 9 or number 10 last year. You guys remember he won those games. He had a lull in the middle of the season a little bit. But hell, it's a team game. Hell, he deserved a little freaking 3 weeks or 4 weeks off or whatever. It wasn't like he was putting up zeros. He deserves that after winning weeks in the first month or so of the season, and he was snapping in the playoffs. See, that's what you want. It's not about just winning the games to get to the playoffs. It's also about, do these players have ceilings in the playoffs? That's what it's about. I don't want you guys picking pedestrian players. Zeke, pedestrian. Kyle Pitts, they freaking put it all the way down their freaking throats with Kyle Pitts. scored what, 1, maybe 2 touchdowns last year. I'm not down with Kyle Pitts. Crappy Atlanta freaking offense. Mariota throwing the ball. I'm just not interested. May do fine. You got London over there. It's a situation I'm not trying to go for with how I'm going to be building my teams and how I expect you guys to build your teams. You don't need to be reaching on and hoping for these ridiculous like players like A.J. Brown and DJ Moore. We already know what DJ Moore is. A.J. Brown, sure, he'll have some games, but he's not going to be over there getting peppered. And then he got to stay healthy. So I'm just not afraid of that wide receiver lineup. Not afraid of it at all. I don't think either one of those guys will, because they didn't last year, neither one of those guys outperformed Mike Williams, and he picked them before him. It's just ridiculous. I mean, I kind of like Pittman. I had him at number 12. I like him, but I wouldn't like him as my wide receiver 1. And he's just going too high now in PPR, so I wouldn't advise you guys to be picking him there either. All right, so we got in the 4th round, DJ Moore, Mike Williams, James Conner, Ezekiel Elliott, Kyle Pitts, David Montgomery, Deontay Johnson got paid. That's good he's back. It'll help the offense and help Najee Harris. Jalen Waddle, Travis Etienne. I'm disinterested in Etienne. See, I know Etienne may be okay. He may be fine. He may have some games, but I'm going to tell you something. He's just coming off injury. Sure, they say he's looking good. Hey, he might be. He might be. But James Robinson, they say he's going to be there. So how valuable is Etienne going to be come playoff time if you make it? He's going to be sharing the rock. And James Robinson is no slouch, even though he's not healthy. Oh, look at Cam Akers dropped all the way to the 5th. That's cray-cray. That's cray-cray. All right, Breece Hall right there. I'm going to tell you something. This draft is going a little bit different. Let me see. Y'all better go ahead and pick DK Metcalf right here and stop playing. See, so Breece Hall went in the 5th round. In the 5th round, I'm all for picking A.J. Dillon or Breece Hall. It's that sweet spot. Breece Hall is the best rookie running back, supposedly in the draft. He's in a great situation at the Jets. He should be the man over there. Oh, man, somebody got me. See, look, A.J. Dillon went a little early on that one. Okay, I ain't going to fight with you. Well, you want to give me DK Metcalf, I'll take him. I'll take a wide receiver 1. See, I'm not married to anybody. Obviously, I'm not. Now, this right here, this is for, this draft is for John Scotti. He requested this from the 9 spot. He wants a legit tight end, so that's why I'm doing it like this, because I'm going to give him a reputable tight end. He asked me a question today about George Kittle or Darren Waller. I told him my feelings on that. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and put George Kittle here. Actually, I told him in this range, I actually like Dalton Schultz a little bit more than George Kittle, but Darren Waller, after those two. So I'm going to go ahead and throw throw George Kittle right here in the spot so he can feel great about his tight end right there. Because he noticed they were going off in the 6th round. I think he said he has the 9th pick in his draft, I believe. So we got Najee Harris, Leonard Fournette, Josh Allen as our QB, Mike Williams, DK Metcalf, and George Kittle. Now in this 10-man league, it's going to be more quarterbacks on the waiver wire. We're never benching Josh, right? We're never benching Josh. We're never benching Herbert if we get him. So in a 10-man league, I wouldn't recommend drafting another quarterback unless it's like round 11. Unless it's like round 11 and Trey Lance is out there. Because Trey Lance is one of these players that can be like Mahomes was. Got picked late, but he was just a stud. And I'm not in the business of letting anybody, if he's out there in the 11th round, letting somebody snatch him up and get in a freaking top 5 quarterback in the 11th round. That their team would be too stacked if they drafted decent. So I just take him off the board if he's out there like in the 11th or something. Mind you, that's 11th round, double digits rounds. So what's next here? We got our two. We're sitting pretty good right now. Najee, Fournette, Josh Allen, Mike Williams, DK Metcalf. You know how I feel about DK Metcalf. So those are 2 wide receiver ones I have up there, right? You saw look at Juju. Psh, get out of here. All right, let's go back to the wide receivers. You got Elijah Moore. Elijah Moore could shake a little something. I'm going to be honest with you. But, man, he really ticked me off. I had him last year. I love Elijah Moore. But, man, he ticked me off something decent last year because he had those blow-up games. We were scrolling down here. We're scrolling down to get this monster right here, Allen Lazard. We just passed up like 6 running backs, 6 wide receivers to get him. Look at that wide receiver core. Mike Williams, DK Metcalf, George Kittle, Gabriel Davis, Allen Lazard. Come on, people. Fantasy football is not a freaking science. Freaking killing it. Nobody can F with me. Listen, I want you guys, if you're listening to this, because I know I have a lot of my followers and my supporters on here. You guys came aboard when during my viral is the NFL rigged? The NFL is rigged videos. I did a couple, maybe 2 or 3 of those. A lot of you guys, I know you're into fantasy at least somewhat. Grab a team, get you one team, and build your team just like I'm building it. Pick the players I'm picking when I'm picking them. Or around when I'm picking them. I guarantee you're going to make some damn noise. You ain't got to have a crazy buy-in. You're going to look like a freaking stud. You're going to be looking like Einstein. Who are you following? You know, I get it. You might want to keep it a little secret. You know, we all got little secrets, right? Now, we're coming back over here. We only got 2 running backs, right? Got a stud tight end. All right, we're coming up on, we're at 18 minutes. So we're going to do the next 2 picks, and then I'm going to let you know what the final team is in the comments and in the description, and tell me how you like this draft. You're just going to be reiterating the same thing I'm saying. Flawless. You're so flawless. How are you out mocking these guys? Because these guys are freaking novices. That's why. Oh, that's Joker took Ramondre Stevenson. You rat bastard. But that's okay. We need a little bit of running back there, so hopefully I can go. I'm going to go Devin Singletary here. He sniped me. Elijah Mitchell was... No, that was the last round. He sniped me. That was a good pick right there. So we're going to go... Cordell Patterson did okay last year. Let's put him in here to get some running back depth. Because they might throw it to him. So that's a nice little flyer right there for a running back 4. We'll take that in the 10th round. All this is backup. We almost got Stevenson. Normally you'll be able to get Stevenson right there in the 9th. But if you don't get Stevenson, go ahead and default to get Singletary or Melvin Gordon. Singletary's the starter, and he ran like a horse during that pass. He was the running back 2 the past, last 5 or 6 games of the season. I'm not worried about the rookie they brought there, man. He's just a receiving back, man. And the deeper it gets into the season, if they're playing outside and it's cold and it's they're going to hand it to Singletary. They're not going to hand it to a rookie. I'm sick of these people always like, oh, well, cook this, cook that. I don't give a crap. These little scat back running backs that are third down backs, they're not going to be back there. Their team is not going to trust them to block, be in the game and be blocking the elite franchise running backs. It's not going to happen. All right, guys, I'm going to finish this up. Like, comment, subscribe. Flawless Fantasy Football in the damn house. Holla at your boy.